Hello, my name is Jose Alberto Martinez, and I'm with my friend.
Hi, my name is Raúl.
Now we're going to talk about the grammar collation method. This method is very important to teach in your classes because using that method it's so important to the students learning faster. Pay attention about this method. The grammar translation method of French language teaching is one of the most traditional methods. It was originally used to teach that language and literatures, such as Latin and Greek, involving literate or non-spoken communication or listening comprehension. The goal of this method is to read and translate literary masterpieces and classics. About the characteristics, a focus on learning the rules of grammar and their application in translation passage from one language into the other, or vocabulary in the target language is learned through direct translation from the native language. For example, the house, la casa, or the mouse, el ratón. Reading in the target language are translated directly and then discussed in the native language. Grammar is so with the extensive explication in the native language and only later applied in the production of sentence through translation from the language to the other. For example, do you have my book? I don't know where your book. Is an example with a sentence application this method.
This method we have an object. The objective is the student will be able to read literature in the target language. Student will be able to translate from one language to another. It helps the students to develop reading and writing. So help the student read an appreciated energy language literature. Student can become familiar with the grammar of their native language. Helpful method exercise. Principal object. The literature language is superior to the spoken language student, literature, and fine arts. Tips. Translating into language into another is an important goal for learners. The requirement in the classroom is the teacher. The obligation to communicate with the target language is not among the goal of instruction. The primary skills to be improved are method writing. It's according to grammar, poverty, and not fluency. Should be anxious to the grammatical rules and the target language.
About the techniques, translation of a literary passage. Students will be asked to read of literary passage and then translate the target language in their native language. Translation may be written or spoken, or translation made by a student can show that they understand the meaning. Reading comprehension question. A student answers the question in the target language. Answer to the question may be contained in the text, interest, and relate to experience. Anonymous, synonymous. Students are asked to find anonymous in the reading passage or to define a set of words based on their understanding. Finally, deductive application of rules. It's important for students to learn about the forms grammar rules or their target language. Grammar rules are present with examples. The students are asked to apply the rules on examples they are given to us or give to the teacher.
Okay, fill in the blank. Teacher gives a student sentences with a word missing. Students should fill in the blanks with a new vocabulary or with a particular grammar type. Memorization. Students are asked to memorize new words, grammar, rules, and verbs conjugation. Use of the word in the sentences. Students are asked to make statements with the new words they learn in the text. This technique can show whether student really understood enough words. Composition. The student asked to write a composition in the target language. The topic is word and same aspect on them. Advantage. An effective way for application on grammar. And disadvantage. Wrong idea or what a language is. A natural method is to start with a teaching, reading, or literally.
Now pay attention because we're going to do a simulation using this method, the grammar translation. Hello guys, how are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Excellent. Today we're going to see about the new subject that is present continuous. But do you remember what we saw the last class? Sport? Sport, excellent.
Great, the last class we saw sport, as you said already. And we have the first class of baseball, we saw baseball, football, volleyball, and basketball.
Okay? This vocabulary we saw the last class, but now with this vocabulary we using with the present continuous. The present continuous is very easy, but now I'm going to show what is the structure. It's very easy, but pay attention how we form a sentence with this sentence. Okay? To form a sentence with the present continuous, I need a pronoun plus auxiliary with verb to be plus a verb ending with ing. For example, do you remember what is the auxiliary verb to be? Conjugate the verb to be with the pronouns. I am. And with a verb ending in ing could be eat, but using ing for eating. I am eating. Okay? Another example could be you are playing. But it's necessary to take the ing. And now is you are playing. You are playing. It's very easy using use the present continuous with different verbs, but just put the ing ending ing the verb ing and use the pronoun and auxiliary with the verb to be. Okay, but with the vocabulary, so the last class we using with the present continuous. For example,
we have some photos here, picture, and you're gonna see, and then you say what you see. Okay, by using the present continuous. Okay, what do you see here?
She's playing basketball.
She's playing basketball.
what is he doing, Franklin?
He is playing baseball.
Baseball, excellent.
Okay, this one.
Christian?
He is playing football.
Okay,
He's
the last
playing
one.
football, excellent.
She's playing volleyball.
One of the great one.
Christian, could you give me an example with the present opinion with another verb?
Okay. I am cooking.
I am cooking, excellent. And you, Franklin?
I watching.
I'm watching. But we can put a complement. For example, I am eating with my friends. Okay? Or you are playing with your family. Could you give me an example with a complement?
I'm eating with my girlfriend.
Oh, yeah. Do you have a favorite?
Yes, the name is.
And Christian, can you give me an example with a complement?
I am cooking in the restaurant.
Oh, excellent. With another verb?
I'm cooking apple.
Apple. Okay. Excellent. The present continuum is very easy, using with the vocabulary saw the last class. Thank you for your attention. Do you have any question or a doubt?
No.
No? It's excellent? Okay, thank you for your attention, guys. See you in the last class.